In this video, we'd like to introduce you to the reporting dashboard. Now, this is going to be one of the longer videos because there are a lot of features involved in the reporting dashboard, and we want to touch on each and every one of them so that you can use them to their maximum. The reporting dashboard was designed to give you as much information as possible so that you can make smart decisions about how to tweak and change and improve your referral campaign so that you can benefit from more leads, more customers, and happier participants. So right off the bat, I want to point out that you can make selections based on date range. So automatically it will default to all the data within the year that you're in. However, just click on it and it brings up either choosing last 7 days, this month, last month, this year, or since I started the entire referral process. You can also select from our interactive calendar and be really specific about the dates that you want to look at in your reporting. Once you've made your selections, click Save, and it will load the proper information. Now we're going to go through each of these tabs and touch on each of the reports, what they are, what they mean, and how you use them. So let's start over here in the Referral tab. Right off the bat, we've got the Snapshot. Snapshot kind of gives you an overall view of how the referral campaign is going, how many referrals you have from how many customers they've made. You can view these referrals right here at the bottom, or you can export these referrals into an Excel spreadsheet that you can then input into some other program or share with other people on your team. Over here to the right, you'll see a pie chart that shows the referral source. Where are these referrals being made from? Is it email? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? Is it personal sharing link? You can also click these little lines and it'll give you the ability in any of our charts to print the chart or download that chart as an image. Now down here, you'll see on most of our pages the ability to see whatever it is we're looking at over time. And on the referral page, it's no different. And as you scroll over with your mouse, you'll see on each particular day, it's going to show you how many referrals you got in that day and in what method. Let's go ahead and point out one that has some data in it. If you want to narrow this down and actually look at the referrals over time in a smaller chunk of time, you can just click and drag on the chart and it will restructure itself so that you can see exactly what it is that you're looking for. All right, moving on to the opens and clicks page. This will give you an idea of which of the referrals that receive your email are actually opening that email and clicking on the links that you have in there. So as you can see, out of those referrals, 555 have opened their email and 30 of them have actually clicked on a link. Again, you can view and export. You can look at the opens and clicks over time. You can choose to turn one of these off so that you can see a little bit clearer which of the clicks, which of the opens. And it also shows you the number of clicks that you have for each URL that you put in that referral email. So if you had multiple, it would show you all of the URLs that you have. Now let's scroll back up and look at the email client usage. And this is going to show us which email clients the referrals who are receiving your email are using. This is a really interesting report because it may seem like it's not that valuable right up the front, but as you know, emails don't render the same in all email clients. So if you're looking at it from a design perspective, and you can see that the majority of your referrals were opening that email from either Outlook 2007 or iPhone, you can then test those particular email clients a little bit more fully and make design choices based on the popular email clients that your referrals are using. Down here, it's actually going to break it down and show you the percentages by email client and the individuals, as well as the number of people who opened in each of these clients so that you can really get a narrowed down view of who's using what. Now let's move on to our customer tab. And a lot of the same information is in here, but now about the customers that are making the referrals. So right off the bat, we see how many new customers we have signed up in the date range that we've selected, what the total number of customers are, as well as the number of customers who reached the incentive that you set up in your campaign settings. You can choose to view or export any of this information. Over here, we have our pie chart, which is showing the customer source, meaning that which interface was that customer using when they made the referral. It also will show you in our overtime chart, customers over time, and we've broken it down by individual number of customer on that particular day and where they came from, or total customers in the green. It also shows you over here on the right who your top 5 customers are. So as you can see, it'll show the customer name as well as the number of referrals they've made. And if you click on that name, it'll actually open up your particular email client with their email address so that you can shoot them a quick email, thank them for their participation, give them a little bit extra thanks for being such good referrers. Over to the opens and clicks. Again, this is going to show you how many people are opening your email, how many people are clicking on the URLs that you have in your email, but now based on customer. Same emails over time. And it's also going to show which links are provided inside that email and how many people are clicking on them. Email client usage, exactly the same thing. It's going to show you what email clients your customers are using when they're opening their emails. This is an interesting one. This is customer conversations. As you know, the customer is able to write a personal message to the referral when they are sending them their referral. And here you can actually look at who the customer is, who they sent to, and what their personal message was. This is a really great tool because not only can you see that the customer is referring, but you can get a little inside look at what they think about you by looking at the personal message. And referral ratios is also a really great report. It tells you how many referrals the customers are making, okay? So you can tell by the number of customers, customers are making this many referrals. So as you can see, most customers in this particular case are referring 4. Why? In this campaign, they needed to refer 4 to get their prize. Some went below the achieved goal, some went above the achieved goal. Moving on to social. So this is the reporting that's going to show you exactly how well your customer social sharing is doing on their Facebook and Twitter pages. We've broken it down to posts, so total number of posts in that date range and which social media platform they're going on, as well as impressions. Now, what impressions are the number of possible people who could have seen that post based on the number of friends or followers these people have. And you can see we've given you a number here, as well as we've broken it down in the social reach chart by the number of customers who shared, the number of posts that they made, the unique audience, as well as the overall potential impressions, which really gives you a good feeling of how much advertising that your referral campaign is doing, even if you're only getting in this case, one referral, but 1,700 people have the potential to see your ad. Down here, we do have social posts, clicks, and referrals over time, just like the other pages. And again, click and drag, and it will open it up into a different date range so you can get a more close look at what's going on. On the redemption tab, what we're looking at here are the redemption codes, the tracking codes that we put on every referral and customer email to help you individually track who uses your referral and customer offers. Now, some of you are redeeming those codes, some of you aren't. That's okay, it's not required. But what we do want to do is show you how many of those codes were created, and we broke it down between customer and referral. And then if you do redeem the codes, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say redeem codes, go back to the help videos and watch the video on how to redeem codes. But if you are redeeming codes, then it will show you on this spreadsheet or on this page exactly which codes you've redeemed, both customer and referral. And of course, you can always view or export this data, and it will show up at the bottom of your screen. And of course, as always, a code creation and redemption over time that you can either turn on or off so that you can see exactly by date how many of these you've gotten. Now let's go over to the ROI section. Now we created the ROI section to give you some additional help on how to know whether or not your campaign is doing what you want it to do, giving you the success that you want it to have. So right off the bat, what you need to do to make this function properly is to come over here to the right and fill in these values. First is the value per referral. What we mean by that is, from a dollar figure perspective, how much is a referral or a lead worth to you from a dollar perspective? And then down here, what's the average value of that lead becoming a customer? So you might call that lifetime value, you just might call that value. But whatever that means to you, go ahead and put these dollar figures in, click update after each one, and that will populate this information over here with the formula we've got going on behind the scenes. So first, you're going to see the total you spent on Expect Referrals. This is calculated for you. You don't have to know that. We just take that from the amount of times that you've been charged in your billing cycles. We'll take the total number of referrals that you've received, and then based on that, we'll put in the cost that you've spent per referral. And then based on the value that you've given us per referral, how much dollar figure value you've gotten from referrals in your entire campaign, and then the percentage of ROI that you've gotten from just the referrals. Now again, if you use our redemption codes and you redeem codes in our system, then we're able to give you true dollar value ROI of how much you've made. So again, using this average value of customer, we'll take the total number of redemptions that you've made, use our put in our conversion rate, add in the redemption value so that you see exactly how much money you've made per referral, and then what is the overall percentage of redemption. So this is a really great tool. If you feel like it's going slow, if you've been doing it for a while and you just don't know whether it's working for you, come to this page, use our formulas, and you'll see whether or not this is actually a program that's working in your business. Last but not least, we've got the unsubscribes. This is some place that unfortunately you have to go because you need to keep on top of who has unsubscribed. So we'll give you an idea of unsubscribes over time. Keep in mind there are two kinds of unsubscribes in Expect Referrals. Someone who unsubscribes just from your campaign, or somebody who does a total opt-out from Expect Referrals. If somebody totally opts out from Expect Referrals, they are essentially unsubscribed from you as well. And that is included in the exportable report that you get when you export your unsubscribes. Last but not least, before I let you go, I just want to point out the report only access. If you work with a team of people, or you're actually reselling Expect Referrals to others, and you want to give other people the ability to look at the reporting without that person being able to log into your entire account, go ahead and check out our report only access. On a very separate page, you can give individual people that you choose password protected access to see the reports only. And that way you can let people see in real time how their campaign is doing, or other team members how their campaign is doing, without having them have access to all the rest of the tools that we have in Expect Referrals. Well, I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you find the reporting to be beneficial in your campaign. I know that it may be hard sometimes to make the time to come back in and check the reports and see how things are doing, but I guarantee you if you do that and then you use the information to analyze your campaign, go back and tweak your campaign and re-promote, I promise that every time you do that, you'll get a little bit better, a little bit more success out of it, and eventually have a perfect campaign. Thank you very much. If you need anything or need any extra help, always feel free to give us a call. We're at 888-850-8207. Thanks.